That's all I have to discuss today. I'm always happy to take questions. My contact information is on the screen. But Mr. Mayor, I'm happy to turn it back over to you for any questions.
Any question from council? I do have one. How many miles of fiber do you have now in Concord?
Let me phone a friend.
Okay,
Currently, do we have out there now?
yeah.
I'm gonna take a wild guess at probably 30, what's our goal for next year? What was the number there? We're probably a third of that.
15,000
So we're probably
households.
looking at 10 to 15,000 already.
10 to 15
Miles.
miles, okay,
Yes.
very good.
1,000 feet when I was thinking, yes, miles.
And Mr. Mayor, that's Jeff Brady. He's our Director of Operations for North Carolina.
Hello, Mr. Brady, how are you doing? All right, thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Okay, our presentation by Youth Council will be Thursday. Now to department reports. On Thursday, we have a Parks and Recreation Bond update. Thursday, of course, person wishing to be heard. There'll be no public hearings, which is amazing. Moving on to petitions and requests. Number one, consider a resolution of the intent to schedule a public hearing on the matter closing a right-of-way comprising of 2 acres in Hermitage and Winfield Boulevard area.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Call on Fred to come up from the planning department. He's going to provide the staff report to council this evening.
Good afternoon, Mayor Dush. Members of council, Mr. Payne, Ms. Golchinsky, Ms. Deason. The item before you is a petition for right-of-way closure, and it's for your consideration. The parcel is actually, the right-of-way in question is an unopened and unimproved, roughly 3,400 square foot area at the intersections, the southwest intersection of Hermitage and Winfield Boulevards. Carolyn Tucker is the applicant for this petition, and she's also the owner of the adjacent parcels to the north, the south, and the west of the area of closure. As the sole adjoining property owner, Ms. Tucker has been briefed about the ownership requirements of the North Carolina General Statutes and the impacts those have on the closing. This next slide shows the aerial shot taken from the planning department's drone, and it shows a proposed area of closure. I don't know if we got a, no, we didn't. It's roughly, I don't know if I want to do this. This is roughly the area of closure shown here. If you can see follow my red arrow there. Again, in brief, the applicant is the owner of the 3 parcels immediately adjacent to the area of closure. There are no utilities present in the closure area. Additionally, planning staff didn't receive any objections from the other reviewing departments regarding the closure. In terms of your next steps, is to consider the resolution to set the public hearing for January the 8th. And as staff, and in accordance with the general statutes, we will send out certified mail as well as post signs of the property and run the requisite newspaper ads for 4 consecutive weeks. I'm glad to answer any questions that the commission may have.
All right, any questions from council?
Council may have.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Item 2, consider adopting an ordinance to amend Chapter 34.4 of the City Code.
Thank you, Mayor. Adam is here tonight from the Fire Marshal's office to cover this item for council.
Welcome.
Thank you, Mayor, Council, Ms. Koczynski, and Ms. Neeson. Thank you. Come before you tonight to ask for your consideration to adopt an ordinance to amend Chapter 34.4 of the City Code, more specifically the open burning. And this would allow for an exception to be added to include opening burning is allowed on parcels over 20 contiguous acres. And of course, permitting would have to come through the Fire Marshal's office. This came about kind of because we've had a bunch of larger properties where they've got some land and they need to clear off, and they went and got county permits or the state permits thinking they were doing the right thing. But we go out there and they're in the city and we tell them they have to put it out, and then we've got multiple acres of woods or areas that they've cleared out that they've been burning.
So this just resolves that issue.
Yes, sir, it does resolve.
Any
those.
question from council?
Adam, I have a question. So it's just more bringing it into compliance of where they're at with the city or from a county perspective. I mean, it's just, you're comfortable with where
ma'am.
that's at, and it's just bringing it in alignment that there's no issues.
It does align it with the county and the
Okay.
state permitting issue,
Okay.
yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Okay, all right. This is just to clear up everything.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you very
Yep,
much.
thank you.
Item 3, consider awarding a bid and authorize city manager to execute a contract with Pike Electric.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Calling Jaron from our electric department to present this item to council this evening.
Good afternoon, Mayor, members of council, Ms. Kaczynski, Ms. Deason, and Mr. Payne. On November 13th, 2025, the city held a public bid opening for the concrete foundations and all subsurface construction for Substation N, located at 1050 Vine Haven Drive. 4 bids were submitted, with Pike Electric submitting the lowest responsive and responsible bid in the amount of $660,924.74. I'll be happy to answer any questions.
Any questions? Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Number 5, consider appointing or reappointing 2 members, 1 board member, 1 alternate, to serve in Central Lino Regional Council. 4. Number 4, sorry. Consider accepting a preliminary application for James and Jody Kaiser.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Jackie, as usual, will present this item to council this evening.
Good evening, Mayor, members of council, Mr. Payne, Ms. Golchinsky, and Ms. Deason. This afternoon, I'm bringing a request from James and Jody Kaiser. They've submitted a preliminary application to receive water service outside the city limits at 3005 Zion Church Road. It's a 2.89 parcel, county LDR, and it's within Area B. The owners wish to connect to city water. They have an existing single-family home. The parcel is not considered served by sewer. And I'd be happy to take any questions.
Jackie, can we put the map up on the screen just so that council can see it? I believe it's in the agenda packet. I think it's always helpful for council to see these items on the map.
So that doesn't touch the city anywhere, correct?
The yellow is the city limits.
So
So there's some spotty parcels.
Across the street there, yeah. Okay, question?
I sort of have a question, Lloyd, and this might be more of a you question. I noticed on the application, it just says they want to tap the water line that's crossing their property. We don't have to have a reason, like you don't have, I've got a well and it went out or whatever. Like, I just, there doesn't have to be a reason other than I want to tap into the water that's available there, correct?
Yeah, I think that's accurate. Again, I think
Okay.
as Valerie has stated in the past, certainly this is a request for
Sure,
council. Council
sure.
always has the option to deny it. But yeah, there's no rules or procedure that say you must have a failing well in order for the city
Right.
to consider
That's
it.
typically what we see. It's kind of
Right.
unusual to not, that's why I was just asking
Either
that
that or a
question.
failing septic system in order for them to
Correct,
ask for
in the
sewer,
Okay,
correct?
thank you.
Other questions? Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Now, item 5, consider appointing and reappointing 2 members, 1 board member, 1 alternate to Central Lino. So that'll actually be handled Thursday when we have our new board in place. And we have members right now, currently Councilmember Clay serves as appointed member and Mayor Pro Tem Langford serves as the alternate member. So the new mayor sitting in the 3rd row will be working with the new council on that. Any questions? Okay. Item 6, consider making appointments and reappointments to the Transportation Advisory Committee and the Technical Coordinating Committee of the Cabarrus Rowan Urban Area Metropolitan Planning Organization. And that too will be done. Right now, with the TAC, we have 2 members. We have retiring member J.C. McKenzie and Terry Crawford is on that committee as the alternate. So you have to make that decision as to who will be, if you want to stay, Terry, and if whoever you appoint, whoever the board wants to appoint, dealing with that on Thursday, and Mayor-elect will handle that. All right, consent agenda. Anybody want to pull anything off the consent agenda? You want to pull something off? Come on, you come on. Let me hear it. Let me hear it, JC. Let me hear it.
Shortest agenda.
Well, that could be it. Yes. Yeah. He couldn't do it while we're really, in this thing, could he? No, got to wait until we're leaving. Anything else the council wants to add tonight before we adjourn?
Mr. Mayor, I will just add that there will be a brief closed session for Thursday evening following the council meeting, since tonight there are other events to go to, so there will be a brief closed session.
All right. With that said, is there a motion to adjourn? Second? All in favor, raise your hand. We are adjourned. Thank you very much. That's the last of these meetings, and I will adjourn.